has recommended a vote against this proposal for the reasons set out in the proxy statement.
I know I'm late to this,
The polls will now close.
Oh, man.
And I would ask the Inspector of Election to give us her report based on proxies received by the opening of the polls at today's meeting. Inspector, may we have your preliminary report?
Thank you, Mr. Gutierrez. For item 1, the election of directors.
Dude, I'm sorry I'm late to this, but
voting for each director representing at least 94% of the votes cast. For item 2, ratification of the appointment of PricewaterhouseCoopers, we have received proxies for 95% of shares voting to approve the appointment. For item 3, relating to executive compensation, we have received proxies for 84% of shares voting to approve the resolution, 15% of voting against the resolution, and less than 1% abstaining.
Can you hear anything, Braden?
For item 4, relating to lobbying disclosure, we have received proxies for 32% of shares voting to approve the proposal, 63% voting against the proposal, and less than 5% abstaining.
I don't know if you guys have heard.
For item 5,
okay, what the guys were saying at the beginning of this, but the shareholders were roasting
39% of shares
Disney in the worst kind of way, dude.
60% of voting against the proposal, and less than 1% abstaining. For item 6, relating to a diligence report evaluating human rights impacts, we have received proxies for 34% of shares voting to approve the proposal, 60% voting against the proposal, and less than 6% abstaining. For item 7, relating to a report on median and adjusted pay gaps, we have received proxies for 59% of shares voting to approve the proposal, 40% voting against the proposal, and less than 1% abstaining. For item 8, relating to a workplace non-discrimination audit and report, we have received proxies for 2% of shares voting to approve the proposal, 96% voting against the proposal, and less than 2% abstaining. That concludes my report, Mr. Gutierrez.
Thank you. Based on that report, and subject to the counting of ballots presented at the meeting and final confirmation of voting results by the Inspector of Election, I declare that all of the nominees for election for the board have been duly elected, that the appointment of PricewaterhouseCoopers has been duly ratified, that the advisory resolution of executive compensation is approved, the first shareholder proposal is not approved, the second shareholder proposal is not approved, the third shareholder proposal is not approved, the fourth shareholder proposal is approved, and the fifth shareholder proposal is not approved. The final vote results will be included in the Form 8K that will be filed within 4 business days after this meeting. That concludes the business portion of the meeting, which is now adjourned.
Thank God. Man, those shareholders were, dude, when they were talking about filming Mulan in China, shoosh.
Long ago, we were given a miracle. The magical flame that could never go out. With a magic gift to help us.
Woo, Star Wars.
Open your eyes.
You and me, we can do anything.
You're in for one hell of a ride.
What fun that is.
Can you tell us what is on your heart that you want to share?
I have every intention of making history today.
So cool.
Yes!
Welcome to where the magic happens.
We are waiting for this moment. There is so much hope. Are you fired up, Guillermo?
I'm ready, Jimmy. Yeah.
We have a journey, always in life. We don't choose it, but every time you get afraid,
I don't really care.
take a step forward because the sky is the limit.
I think we might be doing too much.
Do you consent to being recorded? Just say anything to agree.
The crying is covering the dialogue.
Oh, that's a good note. Okay. When you're ready, ask.
Oh, crap. Sorry, it's coming back. It's coming back. I promise.
It'd be the best year ever.
Don't make me angry.
Maybe
you
make
wouldn't like me
myself
when
bigger.
I'm angry.
This is the main event.
On the run, he found my two. Touchdown!
You don't seem to understand what a big deal this is. The world works in certain ways until a new great idea comes along and changes everything.
You opened the doorway between universes. Oh my God.
We're being pursued by just a massive robot.
So today, we look to the future. The wide world exists in balance. Feel the force all around you.
Oh, Pinocchio. Nice. She-Hulk.
To infinity?
And
The Walt Disney Company. Man, did they show a little sneak peek of Avatar? Dang it.
Hello, everyone.
It's Mr. Chapstick.
As you just saw, it's been an amazing year for our company, and there's a lot more magic on the horizon. We have the most creative storytellers, an unparalleled collection of brands and franchises, and a unique ability to form deep emotional connections with our audiences
It looked like the
and
first
guests.
movie, though.
We have an unrivaled portfolio of distribution platforms, including our popular streaming services. By the way, all the movies and TV shows that you just saw will be available on Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, Hulu, or Star. We have the #1 news organization in the country.
24
with
people in here. Hit
ABC,
that like button.
And the most
Get the
trusted
stream out.
brand in sports programming in ESPN.
Dude, I got a feeling
And our
about
theme
Kenobi.
parks continue to be the most magical places on earth. But without question, the key to our success is our people. They are the best in the world, and we could not be more proud of them. I'll say more about our incredible team in a few minutes, but first, I want to talk about this unique moment in the history of the Walt Disney Company. This year, we've been extraordinarily busy building, growing, learning, innovating as we set the stage for our second century. And as we approach Disney's 100th anniversary, we could not be more excited about our future and can't wait to share with you some of the amazing things we're working on.
Ooh.
It's hard to believe more than 2 years have passed since I became CEO. And while we and the rest of the world have faced many challenges during this time, I am incredibly pleased with what we've accomplished.
Wait, is it
And I'm
not showing
confident
video?
that we are well positioned to capitalize on the tremendous opportunities that lie before us. In the last several months, we've undergone a significant leadership transition, welcoming Horacio as our general counsel.
What's up, Miggy?
Paul Richardson as our chief human resources
Got my two favorite
officer,
girls in here. Uh-oh.
Jeff Morrell as our chief corporate affairs officer, and Alexia Quadrani as head of investor relations. All of them come with tremendous experience and are highly respected in their fields, and we are thrilled to have them as part of our leadership team. As you know, Bob Iger retired at the end of December after a remarkable 47-year career at Disney, including 15 years as CEO and the last 2 as
Surprised we haven't
executive
seen her
chairman.
yet.
He took this company to amazing heights, and we continue to build on his
Look at
strong
that
legacy.
Falcon. Shush.
Susan Arnold, formerly our experienced independent lead director, became chairman of the board in December, We are enormously
Nick?
grateful for her leadership and support, as well as that of our other talented and accomplished directors. As I told our team at the beginning of
Get
the
to
year,
the good stuff, chapstick.
all of our company's actions will be guided by 3 strategic pillars: storytelling excellence, innovation, and audience
Use the
focus.
Galactic Star Cruiser.
Storytelling is at the heart of everything we do, and our relentless pursuit of innovation enables us to tell our stories in exciting new ways. And our audiences and guests are always our North Star. We let them be our guide. That's why we've reimagined our parks by infusing more storytelling into every aspect of them, and by giving guests new ways to personalize their visits so they can experience Disney their way. That's also why we strategically realigned our media and entertainment businesses in late 2020 to enable us to create the content consumers want most and deliver it in the ways they prefer.
Yeah.
As we all know, the ways people experience entertainment are changing faster than ever. And companies have to be flexible and willing to embrace disruption and innovation if they want to continue to be relevant. And that's just what we're doing. Our success is evident in the growth of our streaming services, which had more than 196 million total subscriptions, including nearly 12 million new Disney Plus subscribers as of the end of fiscal Q1. We continue to launch Disney Plus and Disney Plus Hotstar in new markets around the globe.
What is Hotstar?
The service is now available in more than 60 countries worldwide, and we will expand into additional parts of Europe, as well as areas of the Middle East and Africa this summer. Of course,
66
the
people in there.
foundation of our
Hit that like.
strategy is great storytelling, and we have lots of it. This past year, we explored new areas of the Marvel Cinematic Universe with hit original series like WandaVision, Loki, and Hawkeye, as well as the outer reaches of that galaxy far, far away with Star Wars: The Book of Boba Fett. We introduced the MCU's first Asian leading superhero in the critically acclaimed film Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. We thrilled audiences of all ages with enchanting new characters and stories in our 3 Oscar-nominated animated feature films: Pixar's Luca, Disney Animation's Raya and the Last Dragon, and our newest franchise, Encanto. People everywhere loved the movie and the music. The soundtrack and its breakout hit, We Don't Talk About Bruno, continue to dominate the Billboard charts. The film has become a true cultural phenomenon.
Meg got that check mark. Meg did get that check mark.
Celebrating Encanto.
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 84 people in here. Hit that like.
I'm really thrilled that people all over the world
didn't see this.
embraced the film.
Right now, Disney has a brand new movie called Encanto. And as a proud Colombian, nothing made me happier than seeing myself on screen.
It's coming,
my
dude.
Culture.
You're gonna be like, if Disney couldn't top themselves, this is one of those movies.
Thousands of fans have been performing their favorite songs on TikTok, and the hottest song, We Don't Talk About Bruno.
It was my wedding day.
Every part of the reaction has been surreal.
TikTok.
TikToks all over the world.
It is the one that got stuck in my head the most.
You're like, I can't stop singing this.
I understand.
Did anybody see this? Was it good?
In the house.
I didn't see it.
We don't talk about Bruno. It's a phenomenon.
It's crazy. It's unreal.
Under the surface, the soundtrack is breaking records. The latest Disney movie taking over the charts.
Lynn is like Gershwin, Cole Porter, and Jay-Z all together.
I think what's really thrilling is the representation inside of the Madrigal family, this multi-hued family.
The heartwarming video of a 2-year-old boy that's sending a powerful message.
He was able to see someone that looks like him.
It's wonderful when a movie or a piece of music makes you feel seen.
I didn't know this movie was like such a splash. I didn't even see it.
In a lot of ways, Dos Oruguitas represents the spirit of the film. My goal really became to write a Spanish folk song that feels like it's always existed. And I'm so impressed with Sebastián Yatra's performance.
Right here.
He has such an incredible instrument. And I've just been so thrilled with the reception.
Here are the nominees for
original song.
Dude, just go to the bathroom. Nikki, run. Go to the bathroom.
Gives me chills. Really, it's like an overwhelming thing.
So good. The representation of this film, I felt like I was looking at my diverse family, and bro, go watch.
I'll never forget opening night at the premiere, hearing the sniffles and sobs during Dos Oruguitas. You know, we had taken them on the journey and they went all the way there with us. I'm incredibly grateful for that.
Okay, dokie. What else you got?
We also demonstrated the breadth of our storytellers' extraordinary creativity with 2 Academy Award Best Picture nominees, Searchlight's Nightmare Alley and 20th Century's West Side Story.
I'd never even heard
In
of
total,
Nightmare
our
Alley.
studios received 23 Oscar nominations and a host of other recognitions.
Free Guy was fun.
Testament to the unsurpassed quality of our content created by our exceptional teams. We're really excited about the full slate of feature films coming this year as well. Premiering on Disney Plus on Friday is Pixar's charming new animated feature, Turning Red, about a teenage girl who turns into a giant red panda anytime she gets excited or nervous. On June 17th,
That could be fun.
We'll see the release of Pixar's Lightyear, a spin-off of the beloved Toy Story franchise, revealing the origin story of everyone's favorite space ranger. And from
I'm gonna
Marvel
watch it.
Studios, we have the highly anticipated feature, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which premieres in theaters on May 6th with an extraordinary cast led by Benedict Cumberbatch. This film really pushes the boundaries of storytelling.
Could be.
And connects pieces of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in unexpected ways. I can't wait for you all to see it.
What's up, Pablo?
Along with Thor, Love and Thunder,
Here
set
you
for
go.
release in theaters on July 8th. Chris Hemsworth returns as the God of Thunder, and we'll learn what he's been up to since the events of Avengers Endgame. We're also looking forward to the live-action reimagining of the Disney classic Pinocchio.
You know, Tom Hanks
starring
is
Tom
Geppetto.
Hanks as Geppetto.
Let's go.
Coming to Disney Plus later this year.
I don't like Tom Hanks as a person.
And in
but
December,
he's a
we'll
good
be
actor.
welcoming audiences back to Pandora with the next
Let's
Avatar
go!
movie. The first film remains the highest grossing movie of all time at the global box office. And Jim Cameron and his team have been hard at work for nearly a decade creating the next generation.
You better show me
Avatar
something, Bob.
storytelling.
Show me
This film
something.
promises to be worth the wait and a creative experience unlike anything audiences have seen before.
Give me something.
We also have some amazing new series coming to Disney Plus.
Come on.
This includes 3 new Marvel series, beginning with Moon Knight, a mysterious and suspenseful story starring Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke, set to premiere on March 30th. Followed by Miss Marvel, featuring the MCU's first Muslim superhero, Kamala Khan, a 16-year-old Pakistani-American growing up in Jersey City. And later this year, She-Hulk, which takes a closer look
Bob has a
at
Lex
one of the
Luthor
most
vibe.
beloved and humorous superheroes of the MCU.
Yeah.
We also have a brand new car series from Pixar, as well as the first
Man, I
animated
love cars.
series from Walt Disney Animation Studios, which is based on the movie Big Hero 6. And 2 new Star Wars series, Andor, a prequel to the hit film Rogue One.
Let's go.
And Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You better.
Featuring the long-awaited return of Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen
something. Do it.
to the Star Wars galaxy.
Do it.
This series premieres on May 25th. And today I have a special treat for you, the first never-before-seen trailer. Enjoy.
Let's go!
The fight is done. We lost.
Stay hidden.
Yo!
The key to hunting Jedi is patience.
Oh.
Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail. The Jedi Code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
Our general entertainment teams continue to deliver hit shows that are hugely popular with audiences. Shows such as the long-running fan favorites, The Simpsons, Grey's Anatomy, and Blackish, as well as more recent hits like Abbott Elementary, Only Murders in the Building, and National Geographic's Welcome to Earth.
Yo,
General
can we talk about that for a
is an
minute?
increasingly powerful driver in most of our international markets as well, under the Star brand. We recently established a new hub for international content creation to meet the growing demand.
Okay, hold on. Is that up anywhere else so I can
In particular,
so I can
with more
leave
than
this and look at that again?
340 titles already underway. Needless to say, we see tremendous opportunity in general entertainment and plan to integrate more of it across our streaming platforms.
Boom, it's on Star Wars.
Among
We
the
are
exciting new
definitely
series in the
watching that
works
again, like
are
right now.
American-born Chinese, starring Shang-Chi.
Shut up, Bob. Nobody cares. Let's watch that trailer again, though. How about that? Whoo! Dude, when you get hit right in the first few seconds, bruh, Duel of the Fates. Holy shit. Okay, all right, hold on. All right, okay, hold on. Let me get this shared up again. Whoo, I'm like shaky, dude. I'm shaky right now. Oh my God. Make sure, let me know if you guys can hear that. I gotta watch this again.
The fight is done. We lost.
Hello, baby Luke.
Stay hidden. The key to hunting Jedi is patience. Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail. The Jedi Code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
Oh, I didn't even hear the Vader last time. Whew. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I wasn't even 100% sure that was going to drop during Investor Day, but holy crap, am I glad that we pulled that up. I guess we can, oh man, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know if we like keep watching the trailer over. Do I go back? Do I go back to the investor meeting? Like, the member berries are so hard right now. Okay. The member berries are hard. Oh, okay. I'm gonna invite some people in, dude. I want to keep talking about that. No, we should go back to the investor meeting. Let's do that. I'm definitely gonna put out a video later today going over that. I want to see if there's anything else that they're going to talk about in terms of Star Wars today. We'll keep trudging through on the investors meeting. That's why people are here. And yeah, as soon as I can find it. LiveStream. I freaking closed it because I started freaking out. Okay, here we go. I got it. Got it back up. Where did it go? Disney Investor Day Meeting 2022. That pops up. There it is. Dude, did they take it down or something? I can't find it. Somebody send me a link. Send me a link on Twitter. Quick. Why are people so mad about Kenobi being sad? That's the only acceptable way for him to be during this time. Yeah, dude. And we know from all of the leaks and everything that's been going on, this is not going to be a happy thing for Kenobi. Like, he is not going through a good time. You know what I'm saying? This is rough for him. And he's going to get beat down before he gets built back up. All right. Thank you. Braden sent it to me. I was like, dude, I could not find that. All right. Let me get the investor day back up. Oh, man. That was exciting. All right. Let's keep watching this.
Where fans can feel like they are more than just remote spectators, but rather part of the action. Of course, making our guests feel part of the action is what we've always done at our
Hard to go back to this.
And as we continue to recover from the pandemic, our guests have shown that they crave our new guest-centric approach to making each individual's Disney experience more unique and more magical than ever before. This past quarter, our domestic parks and resorts achieved all-time revenue and operating income records despite the Omicron surge. We're confident that the transformative changes that we've made in our parks during the pandemic will continue to propel the business forward in the years ahead. And we're excited to be bringing even more one-of-a-kind experiences to guests in the coming months and years. The highly anticipated Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser at Walt Disney World made its inaugural voyage last week. And the response from guests has been absolutely fantastic. I was just in Orlando and experienced the Star Cruiser for myself, and it was indescribable. It's probably the best example yet of the types of fully immersive and personalized experiences we intend to create for our guests. For 2 days, they live, breathe, eat, and sleep their very own Star Wars story. Speaking of fully immersive experiences, a couple of weeks ago, I joined a group of our cast members on a test ride of Epcot's thrilling new indoor coaster, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, set to open this summer. This is a fantastic new attraction that's part of our ongoing multi-year transformation of Epcot, and it's truly out of this world. It's one of the longest indoor coasters anywhere, rotating 360 degrees, so you can catch all the action.
Indescribable because
and
it's
it
shit.
features the first ever reverse launch on a coaster in Disney's history. I can't wait for you to experience it for yourselves.
Yo, that looks fun.
Looking across our parks, construction progresses on Tron Lightcycle, one of Walt Disney World's most anticipated attractions.
Yeah, because they have that in
Disneyland,
Shanghai.
The refurbishment of Mickey's Toontown is well underway.
Nice.
When it reopens in early 2023, this newly reimagined land will be home to Mickey and Minnie's
That's a lot of cheddar.
Runaway Railway, which is already a huge hit at Disney World's Hollywood Studios. At Disneyland Paris, we're getting ready to open Avengers Campus this summer.
I just missed that.
And we were excited to see the install of the Quinjet just a few weeks ago. We're also continuing to welcome guests to our reimagined Marvel-themed hotel, and the feedback has been phenomenal.
I did get to stay there.
Meanwhile,
That hotel was
work is
dope.
ongoing at the first ever Zootopia
In Disney
themed
Paris,
land
that was sick.
at Shanghai Disneyland.
Closest
And on
stuff
the
is
new
on the
Frozen
East Coast
land
is like Florida,
at
Universal, things like that.
Yeah.
You guys got
And
all
we're
the cool
very
stuff out there.
excited for the upcoming launch of our newest ship, the Disney Wish, which will set sail on its inaugural voyage this summer. A few weeks ago,
It's more
we marked a
affordable
big
than the hotel,
milestone
which is
with the ship's
insane to me,
float-out
dude.
ceremony.
We talked
We're
about why
to
didn't they just
emerge
put it
from the
on a
shipyard
ship?
hangar
Yeah.
for the very first time. And a truly magical experience
Oh,
will
we
await
watched.
guests inside. Last month, we announced plans to
What?
develop
Where?
residential communities
Screenshot.
in cities across America, beginning here in
Oh,
California.
maybe the guy doing
with
the
our
work
new
on the
offering,
bench.
Story
He
Living
kinda
by
looked a
Disney.
little-
Our extraordinary Imagineers will help design
Right at
these
the beginning of
one-of-a-kind
it.
communities where residents, including active adults, will have access to a host of amenities such as Disney-branded entertainment and activities. Story Living by Disney is another great example of how we're always looking for ways to connect with our fans where they are. And consumer interest in this new project has been overwhelming.
I know, we already watched it.
Certainly
Yeah,
none of
Lily.
these magical experiences would exist if it weren't for the outstanding cast members who bring them to life every day for our guests.
Yeah, I don't know. Screenshot it.
Our cast
We'll talk about it
is what
tonight.
makes Disney truly special.
Working here at Disney, I have found my place, and I have found the people that help me shine, and I help others
Yo,
shine.
me too, dude.
Makes my dreams come true knowing that I can
I thought the
create dreams and
Inquisitor
magic for
looked
other people.
weird. Like I'm
Every day I
not
wake up and
tripping
I'm
about it, but
excited to go to work because every day is different, and every day there's always that special moment that makes it all
Yeah,
worth it.
yo, his head was a little
I
round.
get to share
Yeah,
the
it
love
is
that I
round,
have
but I
with
mean,
this
he
company
looks
to
weird in
everyone
the
who enters.
Rebels art is always
Creating magic,
different.
creating those special moments.
yo,
for people
Mama Bear,
that they're gonna
me
remember
too.
for the rest of their lives.
It's more than just a resort. It's more than just a theme park. It's family.
Yeah, dude, the Disneyland
All
Paris
have that
Marvel
exact
Hotel
same
is
goal of creating
banging.
happiness,
It was
but it's all
extremely
something that
expensive
we're
to drink
passionate
there,
about.
but
As a park reader, I get to welcome the guests into my home. This is my home. This is the first place I've ever feel like it's home from any other job I've ever had. I love it here.
some of them,
That's a dream
dude,
for
for
me, it was a
sure.
dream for my
Some of
brother.
them are just a
We're both
little
cast members
weird.
Here. We're both living that lifelong dream.
Yeah.
These people are here on vacation, and you can make their day with just one simple,
For
like,
sure.
bright suns and bringing them into this world here. We just get to play all day and have fun that way.
Just being a part of that magic, knowing that you're free to be whoever you are, and you're still gonna be loved and appreciated no matter what you do.
It's the best place in the world to work, to have fun. It's just amazing.
Dude, as soon as Duel of the Fates dropped, I
As
lost
our
it.
Disney team
Oh my
embarks
God,
on the
yeah.
company's
Game over,
second
bro.
century, I am more excited than ever to see what we will create together in the
Yeah, I
years
couldn't
ahead.
tell where they were held
The
up
chance to connect our digital
on
and our
that
physical
ocean
worlds
or whatever it was.
and offer an entirely new paradigm for how audiences experience and engage with our stories is particularly thrilling. This is the next generation of storytelling done in a way that only Disney can. And it presents an extraordinary opportunity for our storytellers to tell their stories in even more creative ways.
What you got?
As we imagine a world
Thor, give me
where physical and digital experiences come together across all aspects of our business, from entertainment to sports, our team of technologists, Imagineers, and storytellers have the opportunity to dream in another dimension. Certainly, we are in the very early stages of this long-term project, but as we've shown repeatedly throughout our company's
Dude, I'm as
storied
hyped for
history,
Avatar 2
when
as
you
I am for
combine
Kenobi.
Disney's great storytelling with
love
cutting-edge
Avatar, dude.
technology,
Mhm.
you can create experiences that cannot be found anywhere else in the world.
I think a long time ago I heard
At
the
Disney,
second one's about a
making
water
a
plant.
meaningful difference in
Yeah,
our world
it
and in our
is.
communities is part of our DNA.
And it's their kids, I think.
2 weeks ago, we
Mm.
released our 2021 Corporate Social
Sigourney Weaver
Responsibility
coming back for
Report
that?
and launched a new
She
CSR
died.
website.
Oh, did
Both
she?
of which
Oh,
detail
you're
our
right.
efforts in the area of
Wow.
diversity, equity, and inclusion. My bad. Environmental sustainability.
I mean, not in real
corporate
life,
governance,
I meant in the
and
movie.
charity giving.
Yeah, but was it her?
We also
Avatar
introduced
or-
our new social
They both died.
responsibility mission
Yeah, yeah.
to inspire a better world.
Please
through the
God,
power
no
of
Maul.
stories. A world of belonging.
She's back?
Where each person feels seen,
I didn't
heard,
know that.
and understood through our diversity, equity, inclusion work.
He's a little
A
overused.
world in
Yeah.
balance, where people and nature thrive through the actions we take to support environmental sustainability and conservation. And a world filled with hope and promise through charitable giving to our communities, with a particular focus
113
on
people in
supporting
here.
children
What's up?
and
Nice to
families
have
in
you.
need.
Hit that like button before you leave.
This past year, we made progress on all these priorities. We championed underrepresented voices through our iconic content. We further diversified our workforce behind the scenes, including in our senior ranks. We also made meaningful new investments in renewable energy and conservation.
Oh, that's kind of dope. The
And
solar panels in the
we
shape of the
supported our
Mickey.
communities with nearly $300 million
What up, Ronnie?
in charitable giving. What we stand for as a company matters. And soon we'll be sharing our updated corporate values with our employees and cast members around the world.
Ewa.
One of those important values is inclusivity, which has been a
I
key
was
area
thinking
of
like they
focus
literally
for us in
copied
recent
the
years,
codes,
and it
so they
will
probably
remain
can
a
just
priority.
clone her.
Last
essentially.
year, we launched a company-wide initiative, Reimagine Tomorrow, with the goal
She's gonna
to
be an
advance
avatar Force Ghost.
opportunities for diverse communities,
Smoking a cigarette.
amplify underrepresented voices, and champion the importance
Let's
of
talk about really important
representation
stuff, and we're connecting
media and
Avatar to Star
entertainment.
Wars.
And I'm pleased to say that Reimagine Tomorrow and a host of other initiatives company-wide are having a positive impact,
It is.
increasing awareness and facilitating constructive dialogue. At Disney, we are proud to be one of the most admired and beloved companies in the world. And first and foremost, that is a reflection
You already missed
of
it,
our
bro.
people. Our cast members and employees are what make the Disney difference, and we are enormously grateful to them for their commitment, hard work, and heart. They inspire me every single day.
Chapstick looks tired, bro.
And their well-being and aspirations are always foremost in our efforts. We will continue to support them in meaningful, personalized ways with offerings that include competitive pay and
I don't know,
comprehensive
Chad. I don't know how
benefits,
this
such
segues
as
into
family
Thor.
leave and childcare programs,
They could
as well as
drop it.
access to higher education for our hourly cast members through our Disney Aspire program.
They touched on a
and
little
other
bit of it,
educational and career
talk movies,
opportunities
but we
for
haven't
our
gotten a
salaried
trailer or
employees.
anything yet.
To date, more than 20,000 cast members have enrolled in Aspire, and we are so thrilled to support them in pursuing their dreams. In fact, just a couple of weeks ago at Walt Disney World, I reconnected with a cast member I first met when he began his Aspire journey 3 years ago. And today, he's in management and leads a team at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And just as exciting, his father, who is also a
And
cast
to everybody
member,
asking, we're going to
has
be
now
doing a Boomer
enrolled in
Council
Aspire
tonight, talking about
and is
the
finishing
talking
his
about
own
the
degree.
trailer. So don't worry, we're going
That's
to be
the
breaking that
amazing
down
power of this
frame
program.
by frame.
We
Don't
also
worry.
offer extraordinary opportunities for college students and recent graduates at our parks and other locations worldwide. And many of them have gone on to pursue rewarding careers with our company. This year, some 20,000 young people will participate in this enriching experience.
Nice.
As Susan said, we recognize that our success as
You know
a
what's funny
company
is I feel like every
is about
time I
more
hear
than
from
just
cast
our
members,
business
they're like,
results.
we're underpaid and they
It's
do
just as
not give
important
a
that
crap
we be
about
a great
us,
employer,
which is kind of
providing a
interesting.
workplace where all employees feel welcomed
Yeah.
and supported, as well as being a great partner in our communities. This is truly core to who we are as a company.
What is this? I'm not doing
Now, I
pop-ins
know
right
I've
now,
talked
buddy.
a lot today, but there are so many incredible things going
Sunday,
on
Sunday,
across
Sunday.
our company.
What up, Arlena?
And as you can tell, I am very excited and love to talk about them, especially about our amazing people. Because of our employees and cast members, we are wrapping up our first century in an incredible position of strength. And we are beginning our next century well-positioned for continued success. If we stay true to our strategic pillars, storytelling excellence, innovation, and audience focus, and if we keep embracing disruption while striving to deliver even more immersive and personalized experiences for our audience and guests, I have confidence Disney is going to remain the world's leading entertainment company for decades to come. As Walt himself said, we can ill afford to rest on our laurels, even to pause in retrospect. Times and conditions change so rapidly that we must keep our aim constantly focused on the future.
Amen to that.
We
dude.
appreciate how truly lucky we are to be part
I
of
have
such an
mixed feelings
extraordinary
about
team.
like this
One with
feels
a
very
singular
familiar to
mission
Google
to bring
and how they're
joy,
moving to
happiness, and
6-month
optimism to
certifications
people all
rather
over the
than
world.
degrees.
We do this in a
And
way
they're like
only Disney
molding
can
their
do.
employees from entry
And we
level
certainly
all
could
the way
not
to the
do it
top.
without your
So
continued support. and
I kind of have,
enthusiasm. Thank you,
slippery
Walt.
slope sometimes.
Can be, bro.
Mm.
Ooh, shareholder
Thank you, Mr.
Q&A.
Chapek.
This is about to get
During
juicy,
the
bro.
Dude,
question and
that
answer
one
session,
guy, oh my
your
God.
questions will be taken over the phone. Please limit to one question per shareholder and your remarks to 2 minutes.
Popcorn.
Yeah, you
And
ready
be
for this,
prepared
bro?
to ask a different question if your original question has already been answered. If you are listening to the meeting on your phone or computer,
How does he know?
please mute that device prior to asking your question.
Sheev, what up, homie?
If you'd like to ask a question, you may join the shareholder queue by pressing the star key, then one now.
This is going to get wild.
Mr. JPEG, are you now ready for questions?
Yes, but before we get to the shareholder questions, I'd like to take a moment to address some concerns that I've heard from many about the legislation impacting the LGBTQ plus community in Florida.
Not where I thought he was going with that.
While we've been strong
Thought he
supporters
was
of
gonna
the
address
community
things
for
already
decades,
said.
I know that many are upset that we did not speak out against the bill. Now, we were opposed to the bill from the outset, but we chose not to take a public position on it because we thought we could be more
They
effective
let me in there,
working
bro.
behind the scenes, engaging directly with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. And we were hopeful that our long-standing relationships with those lawmakers would enable us to achieve a better outcome. But despite weeks
Everybody's
of effort,
ready.
we
I
were
know,
everyone's like
ultimately
ready, dude.
unsuccessful.
Oh, man. The
I
first
called
call. I'm
Governor
calling it. The
DeSantis
first
this
call.
morning to express our disappointment and concern that if legislation
Apex is gonna be
becomes
like,
law, it could be used to unfairly target gay, lesbian, non-binary, and transgender kids and families. The governor heard our concerns
152
and
people in
agreed
there.
to meet
Hello.
with me
Welcome, welcome,
and
welcome.
LGBTQ plus members of our senior team in Florida to discuss ways to address them. Certainly, the outcome in Florida was not what many of us were hoping for, especially our LGBTQ plus employees. And unfortunately, legislation targeting their communities is being considered
He's
in
gonna make
many
me
other
take the mullet
states.
out.
which
Shut
means
up
this fight
and
will
give
go
us
on.
trailers.
So today, we're signing the Human Rights Campaign statement opposing such legislative efforts around the country and pledging $5 million towards organizations, including the HRC, working to protect LGBTQ
Yo,
plus
what up,
rights.
Tron?
As I wrote to our employees earlier this week, we are committed to supporting community organizations like these so they are better equipped.
That's what I'm
to
waiting
take
on,
these
bro.
fights.
Honestly.
They're doing
Meanwhile,
that to
we're
end on a
also
high note,
reassessing
probably.
our approach to
Yeah.
advocacy, including
gonna be
political
a roller
giving in
coaster.
Florida and beyond. I understand our original approach, no matter how well intended, didn't quite get the job done. But we're committed to support the community going forward. And now I'm happy to take your questions.
Oh, boy.
Thank you. Mr. Chapek, today's first question comes from Corey Borgstadt, a shareholder from Arizona. Please go ahead.
Hi, my name is Corey.
It's X-Wing's alt account.
Right? What happened?
And I apologize. It looks like we've lost Corey.
All right. Starting out strong.
comes
Let's
from James
go.
Moorhead, a shareholder from California. Please go ahead.
Hello.
I think
I'm
we're
a
gonna get
Disney longtime shareholder, DVC and D23 member and customer of your products. I'm reading a statement written by my younger daughter. She says it better than I ever could. I hope you will listen. She wrote, "It was always my dream to be a cast member with Disney. I finally realized that dream in 2019 when I joined the Disney College program in Florida. When that came to an end due to the pandemic, I was waiting for an opportunity to come back to the company. I was especially excited when inclusion was added as the fifth key and the Disney look was updated to be more inclusive and gender non-conforming cast members. I applied to the Disney store and have been making magic there for almost a year. Disappointment does not begin to describe my feelings toward Bob Chapek's message to the team concerning Florida's anti-gay legislation. I feel heartbroken. To go from adding inclusion as a priority to the company to not taking a stand against hatred is beyond disappointing. You can't stand on the sidelines when it comes to human rights.
I don't think so, bro.
Either the Walt Disney Company stands with the LGBTQ plus community or they betray them. Donating to politicians supporting this bill and choosing to not make a statement is a political statement. Making inclusive content is great, but it will not shut down this bill. I've yet to see any real LGBTQ plus representation in a mainstream Disney show or movie. I was excited by Owl
What?
House and the gay films in the works at Blue Sky Studios, but those were shut down by Disney. If LGBTQ plus content is fed
Give
to the
us
focus of the company,
trailers.
where is it? A blink and you miss it.
Next.
Lesbian kiss in Star Wars is not representation.
Thor 4, please.
The Walt Disney Company has great influence in Florida. I'm imploring you, as you have just stated you are now committed to doing, to denouncing bills across the country. Please stop financing politicians. Choose human rights. Do better. Thank you for taking my question.
That wasn't a question.
Well, thank you for your comments, and we appreciate your daughter's written comments
Not
as well.
soon enough.
Glad that she's part of our Disney College program, and appreciate the comments on all aspects, including the fifth key, the Disney look, and her participation as a cast member in the Disney store. We take very seriously our inclusion across the company. As you heard in my statement that I opened up with, we unequivocally stand in support of this group. You heard the comments about our signing up, being a signatory to the Human Rights Campaign and pledging $5 million towards this. I mentioned I spoke with Governor DeSantis, and he's going to give our cast members a forum to
Chat's like
express
wedding
their
crashers.
concerns.
Make me a
And
bicycle
we, as I
clown.
mentioned, continue to believe that we can do a lot of good by bringing people together across the U.S. and across the world. And we can do a lot of good as well with our Disney content, which continues to make huge strides in inclusivity, as you've seen through the trailers that we played when we opened up the show. So we stand with our LGBTQ plus community going forward, and we'll continue to make an impact. We believe in legislation going forward, as well as advocacy for this group. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Mr. Chadwick, your next question today comes from Dwight Morgan, a shareholder from Pasadena, California. Please go ahead.
Pasadena,
California.
Good morning, Bob. Hopefully, I will be as successful with this question as I've been in the past. A number of years ago, I went to Albuquerque for my first shareholders meeting, and I asked why we didn't have a pass that was good on both coasts. And Bob Iger said, because nobody's ever asked. I went back to Oakland the following year and said, so what did we decide? And he said, we can't do an international pass. And that's not what I asked for.
Dude, yeah, I
said,
apologize.
so.
We're going to chug.
And he said, we'll talk
chug
about it
right on
again.
through.
The following year in Albuquerque, the Premier Pass was announced. And it lasted
someone else
for
in the comments said something about this is for investors, not fanboys.
Apparently,
It's not
COVID
wrong.
got
A lot of this
yeah.
stuff is going to go follow the
and
money.
now it's gone.
You know, so
And we've created new passes, but nothing that is good in California and Florida.
see, this guy
That
is
was
like
a very successful.
he's one of those guys with the money. Like he's going to go to the
idea.
Halcyon Cruiser. He wants passes
It's
for
got
both
a
coasts.
whole lot
like
of
he's flying all the time. He doesn't care.
people a lot of time at parks.
Got to factor in
And
that
everybody
kind of
seemed
stuff.
happy
Like,
with
they're
it.
gonna
The
make
cast
money off
members
this
loved
shit.
it.
I feel like I feel like they got to do some more
guests
stuff with
loved it.
Pixar, some more stuff with Marvel.
Why
like,
did it go away?
They got
And when's
to.
it going to come back? Thank you.
But then stuff like Encanto
Well,
is so
Dwight, we
successful.
appreciate
They
your
really
support
only
of
need one
Disney
of
on
those
both
every few
coasts.
months.
I will
out of a
say
company
that
like
makes you quite the Disney fan. I can check on the possibility of bringing back the pass that enables you to go ahead and toggle between the two locations. I must say you're in a very unique small club in terms of people that have the ability to do that would warrant an annual pass. But we can certainly do that. What we try
He's
to
got
do
that
is
Halcyon
eliminate any
money.
friction for our guests that want to enjoy the magic of Disney. And this certainly sounds like one that's pretty relevant for you. So I would be more than glad to take this up and try to restore that so that you can be able to enjoy your annual pass at both locations. And I also appreciate your diligence in coming back to this issue since it seems to have somehow have fallen off the table with COVID. So thank you for your engagement.
Thank you. Mr. Chadwick, your next question today comes from Philip Turman of Turman Asset Management. Please go ahead.
Yo, drop that Mastermind Despicable Me crossover.
Philip Turman, portfolio manager.
I saw maybe it was fake, but I saw like Instagram account for or like a tweet or a conversation back and forth between Mastermind and somebody. So I think the sequel for that is coming. It's a good one with Will Ferrell.
Restructuring it so that we have the filmed entertainment division, the parks division, and then put the Disney Plus together with ESPN. It's been done by other companies whereby they separate their divisions into separate companies.
I don't think they
the
can
sum
end
of
it
the
on
parts
Q&A.
becomes more than the
Matt,
single
stop.
entity that originated first. I would like you to
Confirmed.
consider that for Board of Directors. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Given that you directed that comment to the Board of Directors, our business portion of the meeting is concluded. Your suggestion raises issues that obviously would need time to be considered, and our bylaws request that you submit such proposals in advance of the meeting. So I can't put the proposal obviously to a vote.
I'll check that out,
but
brother.
what I can say is that we always evaluate our strategic assets relative to our growth goals, our cash generation to fund investment, and our roles in future storytelling ecosystems. So it's something that we constantly look at, and we update the board regularly on our strategic assets. So we appreciate your suggestion, and we'll make sure that we include such thinking as we move forward. Thank you.
They're cupcake questions, though. I want something good here.
Thank you.
Softballs,
And
bro.
Mr. Chapek,
Come
your
on,
next question comes from
layups.
Laura Nixon with
Briefly,
the Educational
but I'm
Foundation
hoping for
in
more here.
Garrison, New York. Please go ahead.
There should be more because
Hi,
really,
my name is Laura Nixon, and I'm with the Educational Foundation of America. We are long-term shareholders of Disney. We screen our holdings based on environmental, social, and governance criteria, and we admire Disney's commitment to
that profile
diversity,
picture's
equity, and
sick.
inclusion.
I think
and
we're
many
getting
laudable
close then,
environmental
hopefully.
goals. Like many shareholders, we're interested in the role that our investee companies play in the political process. We're discouraged by the fact that Disney and its employee PAC does not always seem to take the company's
Quentin, get in
values
there.
into consideration
Get in
when
there,
making
bro.
political contributions. You mentioned the LGBT legislation in Florida. In addition, Disney has supported candidates in Florida and Georgia who championed bills to restrict voting rights. And in the 2020 election cycle, Disney contributed $125,000 to members of the Florida House who voted last week to ban abortion at 15 weeks of pregnancy.
This did start. This did start 11 minutes ago.
Since 1 in
All
4
right.
women have an abortion in her lifetime, we know this
Feels
bill
like
will
half an
badly
hour so
impact
far,
the
dude.
Disney workforce in Florida. My question is, what steps is the company taking to reduce the dissonance between its values and its political giving? Thank you.
Well, thank you for your question, Laura.
Another
As you
easy
know,
answer.
when we donate money to different political candidates, we have no idea how they're going to vote going forward into the future. But what I
Dude,
will
do you
say
remember,
is
like,
that we
last year?
give to both sides of the aisle to candidates across the board in all states and all jurisdictions.
It's not really for
Therefore,
us, though.
anybody can pretty much take any issue and
Another
do
thing
a
that they did say
cross-sectional slice
before
of
all
it
this
and say
started is that
Disney supports this
they
group.
disclose
I
like
would
their
also suggest that if
federal
you look
whatever
at it, you'll probably
contributions,
find
Yeah.
that Disney
but they
supported
don't
the
disclose their state.
detractors
So
from
like they
that
don't
particular
disclose
piece
how
of
much they give back to
legislation
California,
just
how much
as
they
well.
give back to all
So
these other state level
we're
things.
pretty proud of
Yeah.
our political giving.
And it's someone said it's really hard to actually go
construct.
find that
But as
information
we
too.
said in the
So
opening
yeah.
statements, we're going to reconsider those going forward, given how our candidates that receive money vote in the future. So
he
it's
didn't
a
even get dysentery.
sort of a process that
That's what I'm
loops
waiting
back
for,
on
dude.
itself
I'm waiting for one of these
continually
guys to be
and
like
will always get
pre-screened. They
better,
think it's a
but,
softball, and then he
we
just
appreciate your
lays it out.
switches the script.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you. And our next question today, Mr. Chapek, comes from Randy Schultz, an investor from Missouri. Please go ahead.
Ooh,
Okay,
there you go.
Missouri.
Yes, I know I've been a stockholder of Disney for a long time, and I was just wondering, when will Disney reinstate their dividend on their shares of Disney stock? It's been over a year since you paid a dividend.
Yeah, bro. I haven't gotten a dividend off of Disney in a minute.
Thank you, Randy, for the question. As you know, COVID has had a huge impact on our company. And right now,
I mean, I was getting like
as we sort of
$1.75
are
from
in
them, but
the
still.
stages of,
Yeah.
digging out of the pandemic, obviously cash and liquidity is a primary consideration for us. And we want to prioritize as a company and with the board those particular initiatives that drive our revenue and our growth
Waiting
into
patiently.
the future. We have every intention of reinstating the dividend as soon as we get into a situation where our liquidity and our ratings from the agencies are in a position that we can achieve that single A level status. Thank you.
Yeah, they'll treat you guys nice, I'm sure, once
Thank you. And Mr.
everything
Chapek,
bounces
your next
back.
question comes from Corey Borgstadt, an investor from Arizona. Please go ahead.
Hey, my name is Corey, and I'm a shareholder from Arizona.
First
As
call that
Disney
got cut
takes a
off.
more virtual approach, such as this meeting, movie streaming straight to Disney Plus, and online shopping, I really miss feeling the Disney magic that comes along with enjoying a film on a big screen or shopping in the store. So my question today is, how will the company maintain the personal connections that you just can't get virtually?
Thank you, Corey, for your question. Sorry you got disconnected, and we're glad to have you back again. It's my understanding that Corey's been participating in this since she was 5 years old. So we love your passion and your commitment, Corey. You're absolutely right that there is a certain amount of magic
Dog's
that
having a
happens
nightmare.
when you do something physical like a big screen. And,
That happens
and
sometimes
shopping.
with
And
Disney.
We're very proud as a company to be able to create magic both in a physical sense through our parks and our hotels and to our cruise ships and such, but also at the same time have certain digital magic where we can understand exactly what Disney fans like yourself want and tee it up on Disney Plus. In the future, I think what we're really excited about is the opportunity to blend those things together. Take the physical nature of the magic and the digital nature of magic that you might actually be able to enjoy at home or away on your personal device, blend those two things together so we understand exactly what Corey likes and be able to serve up to Corey brand new experiences that actually blend the physical and the digital experiences into something brand new. I call it the third dimension of storytelling that we'll use in the company. And Corey, rest assured that I've got our creative leads across the company working on this new dimension of storytelling for you, so you get both the benefits of the physical and the digital. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Chapek, your next question today comes from Ignacio Petrito with Citizen Go.
Yo,
Please
you
go
thought we
ahead.
had a lot of Discord servers? Wait till all the metaverses start popping off.
My name is Ignacio Petrito, and I am here representing Citizen Go. Disney, from its very inception, has always represented a safe haven
That's
for
Reva.
children.
She's an inquisitor, the
Free from the
third
distractions
sister.
and conflicts of the real world. You say it yourselves in your beautiful
did they say
slogan,
third
a
sister?
magical place where dreams come true.
I don't know if they said it, but that's
Part
who
of
she
this
is.
magic was thanks to the fact that both at the parks and in the movies, Disney was apolitical and remained free from politics and ideology and the division that comes with it. Your recent Magical Pride Days and your upcoming LGBTQ Pride March this year is a blatant attempt at indoctrinating children and attendees towards a certain political ideology.
Here we go.
Additionally, in a move that will horrify many parents, Pixar is searching for its first transgender character and is looking to cast a child in this role. Transgender ideology seeks to confuse as many children as possible in the name of an anti-biological program in service to a political agenda. My question to you today is, would it not be beneficial both to you and the millions of Disney lovers around the world to ditch the politicization and gender ideology from your content aimed at children and instead try to win back the trust of families by sliding away from politics altogether and reverting back to the magic and innocence that has been the founding motive for its success? Thank you.
Thank you, Ignacio, for your question.
Fair
I think
points.
all the participants in today's calls can see how difficult it is to try to thread the needle between the extreme polarization of political viewpoints we have as shareholders. Certainly, our shareholders follow, the general distribution of our audience in general and America and the globe in terms of having different points of view. We like to celebrate those different points of view, but really
on his
what we
lipstick.
want Disney to be is a place where people can
Mr.
come
Chapek.
together and place their differences aside. And it's my goal to make sure that that continues to be the case, where Disney is a unifying force, not a divisive force. My opinion is that when someone walks down Main Street and comes in the gates of our
340
parks,
people in
they
here.
put their differences
Hit that like
aside
button before you
and they
take
look
off
at
today.
what they
It helps
have
me.
as a shared belief of Disney magic, hopes, dreams, and imagination, and bringing people together. So thank you for your question.
Dude, Daniel, a lot of people are feeling that way.
Thank you. Mr. Chapek, your next question today
No,
comes
that guy's
from
like
Justin
Steve
Levine,
Buscemi,
a shareholder
and
from San Diego.
he crossed his name
Please
off the
go
list.
ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
People to kill.
Chapek, you mentioned earlier in the call that you and senior LGBTQI cast members have secured FaceTime with Governor Dissonance to
Oh,
address
they're really
concerns,
punching the
regarding
LGBT
the recently
stuff.
passed
Florida, too.
legislation. And my question
Yeah.
is, with all due respect, what are
think
you
that's what he
hoping to
said.
gain out of such a meeting when the governor is clearly not inclined to alter course? And what will your next steps be in supporting your fellow cast members after such a meeting is concluded?
Just about,
Thank you,
bro.
Justin. I had an extraordinary conversation with Governor DeSantis today about the genesis of the legislation, the process that the state went through to get it to go through the lawmaking bodies, and most importantly, directly to answer your question, what comes next? And Governor DeSantis
Hopefully the Thor
committed to
trailer.
me that he wanted to make sure that this law could not be weaponized in any way by individuals in the state or groups in the state to in any way unduly harm or target gay, lesbian, non-binary, or transgender kids and families. And he suggested that what we could do is take a look at the legislation as written and participate with our pride burgs and our LGBTQ population and come up with ideas and concerns of specific aspects of that legislation, which would lead to the, as I call it, the weaponization of it.
Every answer is very similar.
He was
It's
very
just like-
open to this conversation and finding out what aspects are most concerning and working to ensure that that could not happen in the state of Florida with this
I
legislation.
moved to a vote of no
So I was
confidence.
encouraged by that, and I look forward to visiting with the governor with a small delegation of cast members who are involved in this movement. So thank you very much.
It's almost like non-answers, which is annoying.
Thank you. And Mr. Chapek, your next question today comes from Jaden Sand, a private investor from Anaheim, California. Please go ahead.
Oh, we got a parky here.
Hello, Mr. Chapek. My name is Jaden. I am a Magic Key holder, D23 member, and a longtime shareholder.
Yep.
As a big fan of the company, I'm always following new news and announcements, especially about the parks. Living in
Yo,
Anaheim. I'm
what? Are
very
we getting
close
a
to
Bugs
Disneyland.
Life?
And I
Another
was
one?
wondering, pre-pandemic,
controlling
you
us, right?
had countless new projects
I love a
announced,
Bugs Life.
you know, full
dude.
steam ahead, like the Mary Poppins attraction in Epcot and the Avengers Quinjet attraction at California Adventure. The company has been relatively quiet on these projects since the parks have reopened, and I was wondering if you could offer any insight on the status of those projects and others post-pandemic.
Sure. Thank you for your question, Jaden. Obviously, we had to take a pause in our development of some of our capital-intensive projects, given the cash flow implications of the pandemic.
Yeah, where's that?
But I
Somebody
must
send
say
Jay
that
in.
I'm very pleased that we've got so many projects that are underway.
It's so
in
crazy
celebration
though
of Walt
that
Disney
like
World's
they
50th
squeaked out the
anniversary.
Halcyon
We
funding
opened up,
right before they tightened
Rennie's
up everything
Ratatouille
else.
Adventure.
Yeah.
We've got the Guardians coaster that you saw inside the video, the Journey of Water with Moana coming as well. The new Space 220 restaurant
Grand
in,
John Favreau
in
emergency
Epcot,
power.
the Harmonia show, the Galactic Star Cruiser, which again you saw in the video.
this is a
Disneyland
Star Wars
Resort,
channel, by
we've
the
got
way.
Avengers
Yeah.
Campus and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway
Not
Railway
today, not
and
today.
Not
Zootopia
today.
in Shanghai, so on and
We
so
just want
forth. We've got a
Thor.
lot that we've continued to develop. Certainly, the Poppins project, which I was very excited about, has had to be put on hold for a while, as has the
Dude, we're getting something
Quinjet.
like
But
3
those are
Pinocchio
projects
movies.
that we've got sort of in a holding
3 what?
pattern right now.
3
And
Pinocchio
as our
movies like
cash
this year, next
situation
year.
becomes a bit
Guillermo del
more
Toro's doing
robust
one.
and
What?
a little bit
Yeah,
back
there's a
to
couple
normal,
other. Yeah,
in terms of
the
our
Tom Hanks
liquidity,
one, I think, right?
we look
Yeah,
forward
Tom Hanks
to
for sure.
Yeah,
hopefully
It's
refunding those projects
crazy.
in the future. But thank you so much for being such a great fan and for being so passionate about your time at Disneyland.
Thank you. And Mr. Chapek, your next question today comes
Bruh.
from Pattis Spielis, an investor from Sacramento, California. Please go ahead.
I thought Andor was ready too.
Thank
right?
you.
They
I
had 'em
appreciate you
both.
taking my call. So my family and I recently
the hell
went
is
to
even that?
California Adventure and Disneyland. We've been there many times. This was the first time with my 2 children, ages 4 and 2. I found it difficult in parts of the park to find seats,
Tell there's people
shaded
periodically
seats,
checking in with us.
especially
Yeah.
with
Okay.
having to take breaks with the young children, giving my 2-year-old a bottle,
I've only been
et
streaming
cetera.
for an hour.
Especially in Fantasyland. Is there any plans to put more shaded seats in Disneyland and California Adventure? I also
Wow.
feel that having that would probably ease some congestion and help as far as the lines go. Any thoughts?
So thank you for your question. Let me address the congestion issue first, because that is a larger issue. One of the things we want to do is make sure that we have a magical guest experience for you every time you come, no matter whether you come at a high demand time or relatively low demand time. So we have purposely been limiting
I think this summer is going to be pretty
the
high
number
demand.
of guests that
People are
we
gonna be
encourage to
clamoring for
come
things to do.
on any particular day to make sure that the guest experience like the one that you have is going to be great. Now, certainly there's a lot of dimensions to that. You know, crowding is certainly when you have a park situation like we have, where we have way more demand than you have supply. It's something that we try to manage, and we continue to try to do that. And I think we get better and better at all the time. But your specific suggestion
This
about
chat is
shaded
cracking
seats
me up
is
right now,
enough that
dude.
we'll take under advisement. I know that we're always looking for opportunities to provide more seating and shade, particularly during those hot Southern California summers. So I'll make that note. I'll bring it up to our parks folks, and thank you for your question and great suggestion.
He's not gonna write shit down. Shut up.
Somebody wrote, "Is Aquaman 2 trailer coming?"
So, operator, can you please confirm that there's no more shareholders waiting in the queue, please?
Here we go.
Is that correct, sir? I'm sorry, no further
Turn 'em
questions
out.
at this time.
Okay, great. So that concludes our Q&A session. I thank you, everybody, for your questions and for joining us.
Certain statements made here, including statements about our plans, expectations, or beliefs, and other statements that are not historical in nature, may constitute forward-looking statements under the securities laws.
Slava
We
Ukraine.
make these statements on the basis of our views and assumptions regarding future events at the time we make them. We do not undertake any obligation to update these statements. Forward-looking statements are subject to a number of risks and uncertainties, and actual results may differ materially from the results expressed or
chick from the Star
implied
Cruiser?
in light of a variety of factors, including factors described in our Form 10-K and other filings with the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Dude, this is like
You
that
may
scene
now
in
disconnect.
Don't Look Up. Before the guy comes out to do this speech, they're like, "Okay, don't make eye contact, no facial
Yeah.
expressions." What the hell was that?
Was
No.
that it?
No.
No.
Did we
That
just
can't
get
be it.
punked?
Bruh.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Tell me
did the
this
feed
is
end?
just is this just a lull or is that it?
Stinger.
Bro.
Can we get some B's in the chat for the stinger? Where's the stinger? Oh.
That's it.
Or some L's for Disney.
That's it, dude.
L's for Marvel.
Oh my god, are you kidding me, dude? We just got punked.
You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're bored with us. We appreciate it.
Sorry, everybody. Man, I was looking forward to the B movie too. Well, everybody, I apologized. Yeah, I was really hoping we were going to get that Thor: Love and Thunder trailer. At least something, dude. I feel like we really just didn't get much from Marvel. I mean, we got the Kenobi trailer, but damn,
I can't
dude.
believe that was it.
That was it.
And I think the Avatar thing they showed was like from the older movie, just the face of the character. I don't think that was new.
The only clips they showed were just that little bit and of the original movie, and then the poster for the new one. So rough.
The Buzz Lightyear stuff was also in the trailer too. I don't think any of that was new either.
That's in the chat for Marvel fans right now.
Yo.
Sorry, guys.
All those D23s where we were sitting on the sideline.
All right. Well, we'll be back tonight for Boomer Council. We're going to be talking about that Kenobi trailer. I hope to see some people there. Yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. So appreciate everybody dropping by. Hit that like before you leave. Drop a comment. Love you guys. Have a good day. Ciao.